welcome to the Hobby Corner. It's Friday night. We're ready to go! Do-do-do-do-do-do. Hope you're good. Hope I'm good. I don't know if I'm good, but I hope you are well. I ain't dropping that biscuit. Ow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nom, 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 nom. Right, let's have it. By the way, heads up. You know, I've mentioned that the building I live in is only 3 stories. You know, ground, first, and second. I live on the first floor, and I'm slightly right-centered because you got like 2 apartments like that, 2 on the corner, then 2 behind. Well, the neighbour, whose kitchen faces the courtyard rather than outwards, has the bloody double doors wide open on the balcony and is blasting music and singing absolutely terribly. And I've got all the windows closed. I've even got the little air vents closed. Ain't doing anything, so you're going to hear some horrible stuff probably creep up in the background if you have the volume adjusted enough. It's just terrible. I mean, I'm not the world's greatest singer, but at least I try and get in key, you know. What I lack in talent, I make up in enthusiasm. Much like my painting and my video making. So anyways, I hope you're all well. Lovely jubbly. Hey, how do? I hope you are all well. And throw a bucket of water through their windows. I can't because they are top floor that way. Like, don't screenshot me doing that. You know what I mean? They're up there, first, like the 1 floor above, and they're over there, so that the bloody balcony is almost adjacent to my view, essentially, but floor up. To be fair, listening to that sounds like a proper giggle. Yeah, but then, you know, I might get flagged if the music gets picked up in the background enough. So there you go. Anyway, how are you doing? Hope you are all well. Andrew, how you doing, man? Void Captain Bill, how you doing, man? We got Adam in there coming with oi oi, Savaloy, battered sausage and chips. Hey! Knock on their door instead. Nah, you can't actually. So where the apartments are split into groups of 2, you have a fire door in the way with a security lock that you need to use a fob key for, and you only have access to that bit. You only have a fob key that will allow you access to that bit. The fob keys won't allow you to go through all the corridors of the building. It's really daft because it means that if I want to get into the courtyard, I can't just go down to the ground floor and go through the corridor bit and out that door that literally faces the courtyard. I have to go out and go around the bloody building. Got crumbs on the pop shield. But anyway, how you doing? Hope you're all well. I already said that, and I'm moving on. I don't know if I'm going to do any painting tonight, to be honest. It was a mad rush getting home, so I haven't really got anything prepared. I mean, I could literally just sit here and airbrush some non-oil or Agrax Earthshade all over these Iron Warriors. I forgot to get gloves again. Man, it's been one of those days. It's been a hectic day at work. It's been a hectic day out of work, and I'm just literally sitting down and having my first coffee of the day. That was bad. But anyways, oh, no worries, Bill. By the way, the video he's talking about is going live to everybody tomorrow. nice and early in the morning. But if you do want to have cool little features like early access, then you know all you got to do is just join the lowest membership on YouTube, Buy Me a Coffee or Patreon. It's £3 a month. You get some nice little updates, little emails, and early access to all the videos. And then of course you also get the VIP chat room access on the Discord as well. So there you go. Is your flat in a converted old prison? No, it's a new build, so even more wonkier. But yeah, no, security is a big thing apparently. Who knew? So there we go. All right. Oh man, this coffee is doing something to me now. But I knew it was going to be a bad idea. I should have gone with the shandy, right? I should have gone with the shandy, but I started with the coffee. I'm going to be trumping away. Never mind. Let's just get on with the show. I think it's going to be a quiet one tonight. Make sure you hit that like button as well. And yeah, we'll get going. We'll get going and then we'll go. Yeah, it's been a very, very busy week. But let me know in the chat what you lot been up to. I want to know what's going on. Ian within, Ian without. That sounds a bit homoerotic, mate. Yeah, whatever floats your boat. I don't judge. Kev lives in Shawshank. Facts. Oh yeah. That's what this poster is here for. There's a little hole just being dug in by my claws. What does early access actually mean? It just sounds like you get to annoy me a day earlier. Oh, sometimes a few days earlier. Yeah, essentially it means you get first dibs on watching the videos. So you get to comment on them first and you know, stake your claim on it, essentially. That's it. I mean, I can't really sell it more than that, to be honest. Before the end of the stream, everyone spam me with a reminder. Post office Monday, pretty please. It's bank holiday on Monday, mate. Unless it's a local one in one, you know, like in a corner shop or something, or you know, where they got a little booth and they're open till 10 at night. You ain't gonna get anywhere near an actual post office. Okay, let's stop that. That looks horrible. Speaking of post office, I got something in the post. So this, just to show you lot what your hard-earned money that you very generously spend on subscriptions to me for goes towards is little things like this where I can upgrade the tools I have, the software I have, and all that sort of stuff. You know, that way I can learn new skills and then share that stuff with you guys, and then make more videos and know what I'm talking about more, because like, let's face it, most of the time I'm just chatting out my butt. But I got an airbrush cleaning pot, so I no longer have to you know, dunk my airbrush into the water pot and then spill it everywhere with bubbles flying everywhere. There's an actual pot for cleaning. Who knew? Now I've got to just figure out how to use it. I assume you just I can't. I was going. I'll finish what I said. Actually, yeah. I just assume you just shove it in. Hold down the button. Let the bubbles come out. Oh, I shouldn't do that. It's glass. That's the point. I should check and see if it's broken or not. So yeah. Thank you very much, everybody. It is because of your generosity. That's the word I'm looking for. I get stuff like this. You know, I got a pair of scissors and a scalpel right next to me, but no, I'm just trying to pop it open with my fingers. Kev's dodgy brush dunking with bubbles everywhere. Yep. Don't forget to give it that little tap at the end. Get every drop off. Oh, alright, here we go. Right, what have we got here? Oh, alright, what's that? It's brass. Ooh, okay, it's a need. I guess that's for poking into the needle to sort of clear it of any blockages. Or, you know. There we go. What else we got here? We've got some steel wire brushes. They steel wire? Probably. No, they're not. No, these are the nylon, I guess. They're nylon brushes. These are the steel wire ones. Okay, some more robust cleaning tools. And then there's the pot itself. Okay. Ooh. Look at this. Woo. Oh, smells of factory. I've got little filters as well. Got to make sure you replace those filters often. Just pop the top off and pop it in. Look at that. I'm already guessing what I got to do, and I think I'm guessing right. Feel free to correct me anywhere. But anyway, I got this off of Amazon for less than a tenner. So, you know, I'm really careful with the money I spend. You know, it's so easy to get carried away. But I'm just getting stuff that I actually need rather than stuff I want. You know what I mean? I guess. Well, that's there to balance so it doesn't tip over. And then we just fill it up with some water. Fill it up with some water, governor. And then, well, we just pop it in the end like that and blow. Hey. Look at me being all professionals. By the way, once again, big shout out to Bunker for giving me this compressor and lead. It is really cool because it doesn't have to be on all the time. It only turns on as soon as you see that? I mean, let me just see if you can hear that. You know what I mean? That's really nifty, isn't it? Well, the other one was just on all the time, so that's awesome of him, and I'm seriously very thankful for it. But yeah, so I guess you just put a few drops of water in here, or put the bigger container on it, and just have at it, spray away in there. Just need a little bit of water in there. Job done. Alright, Jaina Savoy. How's you doing? Did you open up the box of goodies? Were you happy with the miniatures and that in there? I I only see 2 likes. What's going on here? You guys trolling me? I thought you were fans. I thought you cared. I hope. Well, I'm assuming you got back safely. How was the rest of your trip? For those who don't know, Gina came over for a few days from Northern Ireland to the London area, celebrate her and her partner's anniversary, and yeah, they did it in style as well, which was quite nice. And I thought I'd quickly meet them up. It was a lot quicker than I wanted it to be, so again, I apologise for that. I was really hoping I'd be able to stay a bit longer and chit chat, but dude, the parking in that area was impossible. So yeah, sorry about that. But it was still awesome to meet Jan. I got my little picture as a souvenir as well. Hey, that's all right. So what you got, Gina, is the very first of my little big thank you. Oh, you're still in London? What? I thought you were only down for a few days. Oh, big up to you then. Sweet. Or did they not let you back in? So yeah, what you got is the very first of my little personalized thank you gift. So for everyone who's been a member for 12 months or more, you tell me one of your favorite emojis from the Hobby Corner Discord, and I will then print it out, stick it on a canvas, and then color it in with paint. And it looks as bad as it sounds, but it's got my heart and soul in it. So there you go. So yeah, feel free to share a picture of it if you want, Gina. But yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying your stay. There we go. This is a great start to a show, right? Anyways, the whole point of tonight was that we were going to talk about the Warhammer Skulls 2023 event. Some more internet drama, as well as there's a couple other bits that I'll probably chat. We already chatted about nonsense already. Of course, we still have got our community corner at 9. So don't forget to throw stuff on there. And let's not forget our memes of the week. Jeez, that's gonna hurt. So, starting with Skulls. Mixed bag, wasn't it? There was, first of all, nice to see Raoul Colley, you know, get the presenter role. That was cool. And it wasn't just because he'd posted a couple of pictures on Twitter about, you know, starting the 40k hobby less than a year ago. It was because he did that and landed a voice role in Bolt Gun. So of course, Games Workshop called him in, and yeah, he got to represent for that, which is cool. I really would like to get an interview with him as well, and just see if the what was it, the IMDb thing is right, and he actually did go to my high school, because you know, like when you think something happened long ago, but you need some concrete evidence to sort of back up that hunch, just so you can clarify to yourself whether or not you've made up that memory or if it actually happened. Because I think I remember seeing a young Raoul. I think he would have been called, I think his nickname was Razza. in high school, but I can't remember. He also went to the same college as me as well, so that's pretty cool. It's not selective memory though, because you don't know if you're making it up or not. But yeah, it'd be nice to have an interview with him. He's probably busy, but you know. Also want to get the guys from the painting phase on for an interview. That would be really good. Maybe even see if Suggs is available for an interview. I want to interview all kinds of people, to be honest. I would love to do more interviews because I find it incredibly fascinating what people do. So yeah, there we go. So went to Harrods yesterday for a bit of shopping and saw Wicked. Hey, I thought you were doing that Wednesday. Never mind. How was Wicked? Was it alright? And how was Harrods? Did you get lost at any point? Because I used to help a friend do some shopping there. Like she'd have clients who give, you know, like send her orders and then she'd send them off to her. But she obviously needed help because the vendors are quite selective and they limit how much of certain things you can get and all that. So she needed extra people to help out, and she'd sort of cut us in a little bit. So it was like extra few quid. But man, sometimes you could get lost in that place. But anyways, so yeah, back to Skulls. Yeah, Harris is like amazing. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the West End experience. Did you have a good walkabout in West End and the Soho area, Leicester Square, that sort of end of the West End, Chinatown? Oh, you had to have visited Chinatown and all the they've got like a couple of malls there, which is just like stall upon stall upon stall of like small Chinese vendors and stuff like that. You should try and get Andy Chambers for an interview. That would be good. That would be good. I'd like to get some writers in here, for sure. Aaron Dembski. No, I've buggered up his name already. It is Dembski Bowden, isn't it? Yeah, it is Aaron Dembski Bowden. That would be a really cool interview. Anyway, Skulls event. So, let's start with the cons. Okay, lots of pay to win games were shown off. Some of them were free to play anyway. You just got to like buy like a monthly season pass or you know, like expansion DLCs every so often to sort of keep on top of everything. So that's something. Then you know, those games are a bit I like the free to play aspect of it, but of course then you have that other aspect of it where you know, there has to be a cost somewhere, and in the end those kinds of games will probably cost you more than just buying a game outright. There was Speed Freaks, which looks really, really cool. Was it Space Marine 2? They didn't have a release date for, which was a shame. What else did it show off? I don't know. Someone in the thing will remind me. There was a few good games. Oh yeah, there's a new Age of Sigmar one. I hope they do it justice. I hope it's a good game. There's no real hint to what style of game it is, though. It's just a cinematic trailer, and the trailer looks absolutely badass. But I just, you know what? I'm getting a bit tired of seeing too many hex games, like tiled games and turn-based games, and you know, I guess I just miss the good old days of like the first generation of Dawn of War. Those games were just, because you just spammed a lot. It was good fun. It was resource racing. It was whoever could get to the top tier unit the fastest basically could win. 9 times out of 10 you did. There was always that 1% when you make a mistake and then someone else cuts in and gets you. But those were good old days. I know it's not going to be like that. It'd be interesting if it's like a first person style hack and play sort of game. You know? That'd be alright, I guess. So yeah. What have we got here? They have massive Transformers outside the Lego store. Ah, sweet. That's a new one. It must be because they got a new Transformers movie coming up soon. Did you slowly roll your car to the gates of Downing Street? Like, good luck trying to drive anywhere near Downing Street. You're the third person to ask that. No way. Dawn of War was just Command and Conquer with shades. Exactly, and that's why it was good. But instead of having to send out you know, like a refiner, you know, like you didn't have to build a refinery and then have, oh, don't quit on me now. There we go. I think the old antivirus was about to kick in, because it was like, oh, you haven't moved the mouse in 5 minutes, I'm gonna do a background scan. But anyway, no, you didn't have to send out one of those crawlers to gather resources. You just found a node, built a resource tower, and then just upgraded it as quickly as you could so it could defend itself, or at least just slow down people blowing it up. So, you know, that was fun. They also showed off that I don't think it was on the Skulls event, it was on the community website. They are releasing a Space Marine board game, which is just Titus in Primaris form fighting a whole bunch of Tyranids. And everyone's going, oh my god, it's so amazing. Oh, it's just, oh. And sure, it's a cool mini, but it's not like you couldn't make that just by kit bashing. Like, you just need a lieutenant for some parts and an assault intercessor. And that's it. You can make him just like that. It's so easy. But everyone's like, oh my god, I can't, oh, why do we have to wait? Because it's a Target exclusive in the USA. So they're going to get it first, and then after a couple of months, it'll go elsewhere. But it's just like, is it really going to be that good a game? Really? It's just one Space Marine fighting a bunch of nids that you're just going to have like rules so that he's bulky and beefy and has like 100 wounds. They're flimsy, but they can do damage. You know, it's I don't know how it's going to work out, but it's not going to be that fun. I like the multiplayer mode of Space Marine until it ended up with a load of Spanish soul drinkers, spawn campers, firing plasma cannons. The Chaos Dreadnought DLC was fun while it lasted too. Yeah, it was alright, wasn't it? It was nice seeing the different weapons in action as well. Like, the metal gun just... It didn't, like, it just microwaved things, basically. That was cool. And the last cannon was basically a sniper rifle with laser. There we go. So, that was that. To a later date, then Titus will be... Yeah, I already said that. Must be quite a delay. And then, what did we do? So, you know, after all that riffraff, lots of mobile games. They ended with the Age of Sigma game trailer, which again looked really cool. And that was it. It felt a bit okay. And then, you know, you go onto Steam, and Steam has got a whole bunch of discounts and stuff. There are some really cool games on there going for dirt cheap, like less than a tenner. If you're bored as hell and you just want a game to while away the time until your next project, there's so many games at like £5-10. It's ridiculous. I even saw a couple of games that were only a couple of quid. So, like, if you got the time, get it. I was tempted by some of them, but then I just realised I ain't going to get the time to play them. I barely have time to do what I do now. I haven't even finished half the games that I've bought in the last 10 years. So they're not even downloaded on the laptop because it was just wasting space. They're just on the list on Steam, ready to be re-downloaded. We need an old world MMO. They tried that. They had that. They had that already. Years back. They had that. It was basically World of Warcraft, but in the old world. And it was okay. It was just laggy as hell, and it didn't really have much support. And it died very quickly. Only lasted a couple of years, I think. Yeah, no, I just decided against it because I was running late. So I just couldn't. Because the only thing I've got to do with these Iron Warriors at the moment is blast them with some Agrex Earthshade, not Null Oil, because I want to brown off the gold a little bit so it gets a bit more brassy, because it's a bit yellow at the moment. It gives that little gritty feel. But yeah, I'll be using the airbrush for that, and you don't want to hear me going like the whole time. It'd just be boring. So I'm just chatting nonsense instead. But where was I? Yes, I tried the game. I played a few hours of it. It was fine, but it was already past the point where like support had stopped and everything. So I was like, there's no point playing this game anymore. There's barely anyone on it. Maybe they can sort of regenerate that, but to be honest, I wouldn't play it anyway. I wouldn't have the time. Just, it's impossible. You need so much time to invest in those games just for the resources alone. Bin juice done. Brown off. Is that you? Come on, mate. Behave yourself, mate. Behave yourself. All right. None of that talk here, treacle. Oh dear. Oh, I was having fun in the car on the way home as I was bombing it back. Well within speed limits, by the way, but bombing it nonetheless. Every time a song came on shuffle on Spotify, I sort of challenged myself to try and match the style of their singing, because I'm the only one in the car. So I was like, what's that? Okay. So it changed quite a bit. There was Tenacious D. Then there was Red Hot Chili Peppers. Then there was Incubus. There was also Marilyn Manson. A few others. But you get the idea. Like, there's quite a few Alice in Chains as well. There's like a few grunge bands in there as well. So you imagine, like, for example, with grunge, it's very nasally and it's more closed mouth. So and then you put a bit of grit in there, and it's like that. And then you go to Marilyn Manson. It's like, the beautiful people, you know, that sort of stuff. And then you got Jack Black in Tenacious D, just like so I'm just doing that as I'm driving down the motorway. just trying to match all these styles. Freezing as his head in a pillow made of concrete. Oh yeah. Hey Raven, how you doing, man? I hope you're well. Good to have you here tonight. So yeah, anyway, that was Skulls. I think all the thanks, Andrew. So yeah, Skulls was alright. I wasn't expecting anything from it anyway, so it was an hour killed essentially. And then yeah, so there'd been a bit of drama again on Twitter, as you imagine. That's where all the drama lives. And what it started out as was basically someone created a sticker. It's in the shape of the Warhammer 40k Aquila, you know, the actual logo from the game, rather than the Aquila bird. So it's you know, that thin, stocky, sort of blocked shape, and then it had the Pride rainbow colours on it, and it says "You are welcome," and that's fine. You know, I don't see the issue with that really. But then you had some people sort of go, well, hang on, you're starting to force your ideological beliefs into this hobby community, and started dragging it through that way. And I was kind of like thinking to myself, well, not really, because it's a sticker for someone to own personally. It's not to be stuck on other people and forced upon other people. And it is just essentially just to say, hey, look, this is a space that's safe for certain people. That's it. Like, I don't see the deal in it, either side of it, to be honest. At the end of the day, it's a sticker. What's the deal? But yeah, I mean, it's like you can paint your Space Marines whatever you want. You can play your Space Marines how you like at home, however you want. You can literally just pick them up and go do 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 pew 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 pew, and like I wouldn't give two flying Fs because it's at home. It's not like you're in a strict tournament environment where you have to adhere to some rules that make it fair for everybody. It's just doing your hobby your way in the confines of your own space. If that's a problem, then I think people are just getting too riled up over a little nothing. You know what I mean? Exactly, Bill. Try singing the current song in the style of the previous artist. So, Teen Spirit as Marilyn Manson. Oh God. So basically, this is I've never changed my stance on this, right? And some people think it's not fair enough. Other people think it's too fair. So, and at the end of the day, my stance is I don't care. You do you. As long as it's not harming anyone, and as long as you're not trying to encroach on other people's freedoms, as little as we have anyway, you do you. Who am I to judge? At the end of the day, are you happy? Are you happy? Is anyone harmed by what you are doing? And that's it. And are you encroaching on anyone else's freedoms? It's that simple. I honestly couldn't give a shit. You know what I mean? And that's it basically. I've grown up with gay friends. I've worked with trans colleagues. I have been around so many different kinds of people, and yeah, you get some weird people that you do feel like, you know what, you're that percentage of that group that's just gonna make it bad for everyone else. But you get that for every group. There's always a small percentage of people who ruin it for everyone else. You get that in any group of people. That's just humanity for you. But people are people at the end of the day. Yeah, we call them see you next Tuesdays. Yeah, that's true, Mr. Fish. And nothing better to do. Yeah, just let people be, live their lives. So live and let die. Live and let die. There you go. That's Axl Rose. Spot on, right? I'm the words of Yogi Bear. Oh, in the words of Yogi Bear, you do you, boo boo. Exactly. Your post stream comments are gonna be lit. As if anyone watches it post stream. But anyway, who gives a shit at the end of the day? So that was a thing. What else has been going on? Old World teasers are taking too long, but you know what? I'd rather they just get it right the first time. They won't, but I'd rather they spend the time getting it right. We already know that the majority of the armies are going to come back with maybe one or two new miniatures, but the rank and file is still going to be the same old miniatures until they see if it's worth their time and effort to invest more into it. If they do, you'll see new miniatures further down the line, just like they did with what was it, Age of Sigma. Age of Sigmar, they didn't just have new miniatures straight out the bag. They had 2 new factions in a box, and then all the other stuff was just changed slightly. That was it. And then they started dropping new factions after they saw, yes, okay, we can invest in this. So yeah, give it time, and yeah, you might start seeing some new stuff for the old stuff, if you know what I mean. There is one faction that I think really doesn't need it though, and that's going to be the Tomb Kings, because their army was pretty much brand new about 12 months to 2 years before the end times started kicking off, so they really don't need it, to be honest. What they would do for Nagash though, that's a whole stuff, because you know you can't have Nagash in his incarnate form, because of course that is end times and onwards. So it'll be interesting to see what they do for Nagash as regular old necromancer. And the same for Archaon. Are they just going to keep that sculpt of him on his demonic horsey horse, or are they going to revamp? Actually, Archaon wasn't even around then, so ignore me on that. But they are still going to have new miniatures for the big hitters of the time. You got the 3 emperors, you got the new big bad for chaos as well. So there you go, lots of stuff. No vampire counts or lizard men wankers. Well, the vampire count's going to be tricky, isn't it? Because you have to trace when the vampire counts came into Sylvania. Was it after the 3 emperors period of time? In which case, vampires are sort of going to be like a background sort of faction, more or less, tied heavily into the Tomb Kings. You have a good night, Gina. Thanks for popping by anyway. And say hello to the other half for me. And Lizardmen. What are they going to do with Lizardmen? Because they got this whole new line of stuff for them, haven't they? So again, it's managing the space. So I honestly do think it's just going to be dipping their toes. It's going to be like when what was it, Total War Warhammer came out. You didn't have all the factions, you just had the main factions focused on that main story, and then they added in the extras bit by bit, and it'll be more like that. They need to hurry up and release Darktide on consoles, or someone's gonna bother, because no one's gonna bother because Space Marine 2 will be out. Fair point. Whole new emperors and Bretonnian king, that's true. We've taken a decision to set Old World where a bunch of races like Skaven, etc. won't be in it. How about they set it at a time when those armies are around and have the option to play games? Skaven are there. They're still there. They're still under the Empire. They're still doing their nasty things. They're just rumoured more. They're not really the big bad, but they are still there. You got to understand, they had a long war with Nagash over Weirdstone. So, you know, it's not like they're never there. And that was long before the 3 emperors. Long before. So, yeah, there will be Skaven. Like I said, they will bring all the factions in eventually. They just gotta flesh out the main story, the main protagonists, get that right, get the interest involved, and then they can start bringing in the other stuff. You know what I mean? Because there are going to be some things they have to tweak. Like there's some technologies that wouldn't have been in their canon that they've established so far. There'll be some technologies that aren't available to the Empire and to the dwarves and to the Skaven and the greenskins at that time that are available in miniature form now, you know. So it's like playing historicals for Warhammer. It's terrible. The time they're aiming for Drakenfels should be the big bad. Oh yeah. Oh man, you know, I got to brush up on my old world. Hang on. Here we go. Official. Oh, look, Chaos Demons official update. That was a pull out from a White Dwarf magazine, and it had Chaos Demons there as well. Jeez, I forgot that was in there. Which edition was this? Was this 6th or 7th? It's got to tell me somewhere, hasn't it? Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Alright, story time, mother trucker. They're there, but the writers haven't made them playable off the bat, so fans of those armies are going to have to wait even longer for rules. Dumb. Maybe. Alright. Let's bring it closer to me. Lean into that. Alright, and then after this story time, we'll go into community corner, shall we? Alright, here we go. Prepare thyself to enter a world of demons and vile sorcery, of battle and death, of violence, of madness. Chaos infects this world like a malignant disease from which there can be no recovery. Logic, reason, and sanity have no place here. Even the earth and the air are suffused with the stuff of raw magic, causing gnarled hag trees to come alive, men to devolve into monsters, and castles of bone to form from the mass graves of ancient battles. In this blasted realm, you will see wonders and horrors alike that you shall carry to the grave. Ooh. Look to the north. Tribe upon tribe of barbarians and ironclad immortals charge into the teeth of 1,000 cannons before crashing into mile-long lines of brightly uniformed infantry. Behold the great equator, land of the warrior's sun, where skeletal legions and armies of living statues rise from the desert to crush the crusades of plate-armored knights. Across the old world, bestial and nameless things pour out from the endless forest to besiege, burn, and topple forest cities. Orc warlords stand atop storm-racked mountains, bellowing raucous battle cries. A constant flood of savage greenskins, slime-skinned monsters, and ramshackle war engines emerges from the caves below in answer to the call. In the earth below, scurrying skavens infest the deep like a tide of filth in a stinking sewer. The venomous hordes crashing into the unyielding shield walls of grim dwarf tunnel guards, who fight daily for the survival of the cavernous dominion. In the far-off lands of the elves, brother fights brother in a war that has raged for time immemorial. The skies above are light with the fire of 100 dueling dragons. Steam-driven towers prowl the borders of mankind's realms, each one garrisoned by a regiment of war-hardened veterans. Above them come flocks of war griffins and flying galleons held aloft by sorcerous packs. Yet amidst all the fire, flame, and fury, it is a world too of mighty heroes, of bold deeds, and of great courage. These few champions stand against the encroaching darkness, rallying their warriors with acts of valor and hope of victory. The deafening roar of battle rises above them all. The The sound of 1,000 times 1,000 men crashing body, blade, and shield against a horde of demonic terrors from the bowels of hell. The fate of the world, be it damnation or salvation, will soon be decided. This is a world of eternal war and fleeting glory. This is the war of Warhammer. There you go. Story time over. Tragophels was the big bad when Genevieve was turned 600 years before Karl Franz. Okay. Isn't that the intro to Dexter's Laboratory? In Dexter's laboratory lives the smartest boy you've ever seen. But Diddy blows his experiments to smithereens, where there is doom and gloom while things go boom in Dexter's lab. There you go. You're welcome, Mr. Fish. Jiffy twatted him during the reign of Karl Franz. Ah, okay, cool. I didn't read the Genevieve book, which I'm guessing you're referencing to. Enter your own peril past the bolted door. Impossible things may happen that the world has never seen before. Ah, yes, I remember now. All right, shall we? Let's get to it. Party people. Party people. Do. Anyway, how did you enjoy story time? Should I read the intro to like every book I've got, like one per show, just for shits and giggles, you know? Yeah. All right. Okay. So let's just get studio mode up. Make sure that lines up. Oh, it lines up beautifully. Okay, well then let's just transition right over, shall we? Let's go right to the top. 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 There we go. Okay. Community corner it is. I am a large to extra large. I like extra large for the bagginess, but I mean, a large fits me quite well too. Thanks, Bill. Alright, here is Community Corner, where every week we get to see what you lot have been working on, whether it is completed works of art, works in progress, or planned projects. Starting us off is Waylanders Wandering, Mr. Bill, who has been doing Ahsoka. And what a lovely job he's been doing too. Hey, look at that. The face markings, excellent. The tones on there, awesome. Beautifully done. And again, beautifully done bases as well. They always look really cool. Faces and bases. That's what it's all about. And white lightsabers as well. Before she's committed to the yellow lightsaber cause. And that's what's her name. I know it. Come on, Curve. You. Oh, god damn it. I can't remember, but I know the character. All right, I binge watched all of Clone Wars a few months back. Aventress, I think it is actually. There we go. I said it. I'm gonna take a screenshot. No one replied yet. There we go. Very well done, mate. Looks awesome. Ed didn't share it yet. Ah, come on, Ed. Was hoping you would share something. Next up is Mr. Fish. Hey, Look at that. Ready for speed freaks. It's looking very cool. Oh my god, that's amazing. Look, you did a little mushroom cloud on the lenses. That's sick. Oh, well done, dude. That's a nice little detail to add. That is very nice. Like, I'm impressed, dude. I just imagine him, he's like going like down the highway, you know, the odd like that. Rocket just goes in the distance, and you just see it in his glasses. That's sick. Well done, dude. I really like that. More, please. Next up is Mr. War Daddy, aka Jack Bellaby. He's done some Catch-A-Can. Look at those bases again. Nice jungly style. You know what? It would be nice if they did get an update, because the proportions is absolutely goofy as hell. I know they're supposed to be like proper roided out, right? But I mean, we've seen some newer sculpts, and the refinement is just right on those newer ones, so they still look roided out, but there's the proportionality. I mean, look at the hands. The hands speak of the era that they were made, right? It's terrible. But no, beautifully painted though. Very cool. Lots of skin to paint up. Oh, more from Bill. Ooh. Is this a judge? It looks like a judge. Gold shoulder pads, helmet with visor, badge on the chest. Oh, could very well be. Got some funky lighting going on in this. Is it just because you're cropping, or are you zooming in? Because I think you can get a slightly better quality picture if you take the picture and then crop down to it rather than zooming in, if you know what I mean. But it looks really good. Oh, hey, he's got the Darksaber. Sick. That's cool. That's cool. What's his name? Moff Gideon? Is it Moff Gideon? No. It's not Moff Gideon. Ow, balls, man. My memory is so bad. I honestly think I might have early set dementia fueled by fast food. I really do think. The Mandalorian, Moff. It is Moff Gideon. There's me doubting myself. Ah, booyah. Anyway, great work on that, by the way. Nailed the skin, nailed the dark levers. The Darksaber looks epic. So, you know, like it's got the darkness to it, but it has that white edge on it. It's great, man. Raven. Oh, that's Cadet Judge Giant. Okay. All Metal Jungle Boys too. Yeah, that's true. Too much of the Devil's Lettuce. I wish, mate. I honestly wish. There we go. It's really nice. Great cape action. That's a funky miniature. There we go. That's a good angle on the blade. Oh, it looks good. Well done, dude. Next up is Raven. Loving working on these chibis. Use the towel one to test colour scheme for my new army. That's one way to do it. Even got the little one to do some painting. So yeah, we've seen this one before. Looks very cool. This is just absolutely adorbs, you know. You're gonna die. And this was your daughter, what was it? A Necron cat girl. Can we zoom in? Hang on. Let's open in a new page tab, and then we can. Hey! It's actually got the ears on there as well. That's kind of cool. The key is using different colours to highlight the black. Oh, very, very, very good. Very good indeed, dude. But no, that's really cool. So I'm glad you got the youngster involved. So yeah, well done. Thank you very much, everyone, for sharing. It was a nice quick one this week. So I guess everyone's like planning their escape for the weekend, because it is a bank holiday weekend after all, in the UK. So first and last Mondays of May is bank holidays, and of course next week is half term as well, so lots of kids are going to be off, so you know, little escapes. What was I going to do next? I'm joking. Of course we're going to do memes of the week, yeah? Memes of the week, 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 memes of the week. I've really got to do a jingle for that. But I'm going to do it with the blankety blank music. Right. Got to find where we ended it. What was the date last week? Hey. Oh yeah, that was it. It ended with that. Okay, so every I'm laughing already. So yeah, every week we get to see what wacky memes you've posted. We try and keep it closer to the hobby, but some naughty ones pop in now and then. So of course, if you've got a weak constitution or you are sensitive to offence, then this isn't for you. But it's all just harmful jokes. Raven need to pack off to Stratford upon Avon early in the morning. Wow, look at that. You enjoy yourself, mate. Have a good night, mate. So let's start with Sherlock Holmes holding some Imodium. No shit, Sherlock. Right? It's just the deadpan face as well, you know, that's what gets me. Alright. The Rocky Horror Picture Show is the only movie in the Rocky series to not feature Sylvester Stallone. Woo! There you go. Could you imagine him in fishnets, though? Adrian! My toes don't fit! I tried to change my password to flesh, but Gmail said it was too weak. That's brilliant. Oh dear. Alright. When people tell me I swear too much, never gonna give up. Alright. I don't care what kind of arrangement you might have, we only allow twosomes. Are they possums? Possibly. Who knows? Ah, the rebel doggy. Yeah. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Banger. The Codex Astartes does not support this action. Oh dear. He's definitely gonna have an Inquisitor having a good stern talking to him. When you spot the guardsman making toast without praying to the toaster. Like, you know, you just gotta say in the omniscience name, hibbity wibbity bibbity bobbity boop, and then you can turn it on. You know, it's job done. Or just make sure there's no tech priest about it. Oh, you'll get turned into a servitor, and then you'll be made into a servitor toaster. Oh, right, here we go. Gentlemanly orc. There is no time. Right, alright, get my orky voice on. Alright, lads, let's get going. Alright, bit posh, right? There is no point in time in which the amount of accelerated fiery proficiency could be considered to be satisfactory. In other words, more Daka! Right? There we go. When the Psyker starts growing wings and horns, nope. Exactly. Keep me away from the Psyker, please. Has anyone seen Carl? I need his skull for something. Yep. I think it'll look nice on his armor for sure. This is the epitome of the death corpse of Krieg. Hey Bob, go die over there. When the clone annoys you so much that you actually call him by name instead of rank and number and just tell him, yeah, get over there. Dacker. Right? Yeah. Oh, this one is an absolute classic. Drive me closer. I want to hit him with my sword. You know, you have to have that pop up now and then, haven't you? This, I feel, is part of an incomplete meme, I feel like. So, brother, the ice cream hovercraft approaches. May I borrow an Imperial credit? It's just terrible, right? I have an angel. I have a vampire. Sanguinius. Yeah, it works. Not as good as pen, pineapple, apple, pen, but it works. Okay. Luckily, I have a backup drink just behind the laptop. So fresh from the skull. Yeah, there we go. Hey guys, Keeper of Secrets here to tell you a little secret. When painting your miniatures, you can use this handy abbreviation to remember the essential steps of great miniatures. Base coat, dry brush, shadows, more. I think about BDSM every day. Could you imagine? Could you imagine a Dark Elder with that voice? Oh. I'm just sitting here making myself laugh now. Oh dear, that is the epitome of absolute insanity. There you go. Remember, kids, when you're painting, remember BDSM. All right, let's move on. Did you know, in order to prepare for a life of bloodshed for corn, world eaters are required to work in a customer-facing service job for 8 weeks in order to acquire the necessary desire to kill everyone they speak to. For anyone who's ever worked in customer service, there you go. Was it Cletus the Slackjaw Drukari? I wonder why Slackjaw. Oh dear. That one looks like a burning heretic. They say we see on clouds what we most want. What do you see, babe? Notice the Inquisitor hat. And there's the Guardsman. I see the God Emperor. Ah, cuddles and sweating. And that's what he sees. He's fucked. There's no way he's getting out of that. He's fucked one way or another. If she don't find out, he's already got the taint. Ah, man. Oh, could you imagine getting the taint on your taint? Oh, that'd be the worst. Just grow a tentacle out of your taint. Or worse, a spike. That's the worst kind of horn you want to get, right? Behave. Alright, next up. Excuse me, sir, do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Saviour, the God Emperor of mankind? I like this picture because it is really like, you know, it's got all the little bits of detail, but it's like fuzzy and messy. That's what I like. I like messy art. I do find sometimes the digital art can be a little too clean. You know what I mean? Close your eyes, brother. Oh, it's a blood angel, no less. Okay, brother. What do you see, brother? Nothing, brother. That's the Imperium without you, brother. Oh, that's so nice. Where did my sword go, brother? Oh, you didn't cover that in your theoreticals, did you? A tentacle, if you please. Oh, well done. Well done. There we go. Pun of the night. Award goes to Bill. Disgraceful. Ah, dear. Alright. Who... Now, I remember seeing this. That's why I remember to read it as who remembers. And not the other way. But I still read it in my head as that way. Oh man, I'm gonna have to have that bit muted. Post. It's such a happy doggy. It's such a fluffy doggy. It's such a happy doggy. It's just a shame I'm mildly allergic. But I do love doggies because they are always happy to see you. You know, like with cats, most of the time they just get what they want from you and then they bugger off. But dogs, man, they are just always excited to see her, you know. That's why the man's best friend. Next, Kev reading the meme section on stream. Joke happened like 30 minutes ago. It's not funny anymore. Yeah, thanks. Calling me out there. I'm doing it now. Bastard. You're welcome. Society. Ah, lovely. People that post tutorials on YouTube. There we go. We're serving the nation. Ha! There we go. Or, you know, for the our seafaring fanboys. There we go. Oh, and for the Yanks. I don't know what I'm doing. Next up. Oh, wow. Oh dear. Wow. Okay. I mean, that's topical for the week for sure. He just appears. I need something. There we go. Yeah, I'll use my portrait.
Guess what it is yet?
And then, oh shit! He's brought a wobble board with him. Ah! Oh dear. There you go. Paint me like one of your minifigures. Non-oil everywhere. Yeah, there we go. Another classic one as well. Don't play it. It's not worth your time. Look at me, brother. Video games are temporary. Beta minis are forever. No, you ain't gonna convince us like that, Bill. Tabletop Inquirer. Putin bummed he didn't make first cut at local store swap-meets on parade contest. Oh dear. Warhammer players standing at the hobby shop looking at Yu-Gi-Oh players. Yep, yeah, I've seen that a few times. New fans, Paul in Dune. New fans, Paul in Dune Messiah. Blah, blah. New fans, absolutely shocked out of their minds. Paul in Children of the Dune. I'm going to be honest, I never read any of the Dune books, and I haven't seen any of the Dune movies. There you go. Just don't have the time. I might watch a Dune movie, actually. Is it worth watching the new one, or is it worth going back and watching the original movie? Temple of something, and it says main exhibit currently closed. Primarch Gilliman questioning Cole on why he's stubbornly not letting existing Marines use any of his new vehicles. I like the fact that there's like an Ultramarine, and I guess that's a Raven Guard just there with their phones. He's got a bloody axe, and then Gilliman's just like, why isn't it possible? It's just not. I don't know what that says. You know what? Let's open it in a new tab and see what it says. What does it say? Now playing. Oh, it's playing a song. It'd be nice to know what that blooming said, but it just is too zoomed in or too zoomed out. Why not, you stupid bastard? And then who the heck is that in the background? It just appeared out of nowhere. Is that a wing in the background? I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it's a nod to some people speculating that Sanguinius will get resurrected in clone form, maybe. Every Skaven sees himself as a genius surrounded by expendable fools who will eventually rise to command. Yep, sounds about right. That's basically everyone at work as well. When people see my toys and think I'm rich, bro, I'm just irresponsible. To be fair, I mean, this has been a gathering over 25 years. So no, I'm 35 now. It's 27, 28 years, something like that. So I just haven't thrown stuff out. I sold some stuff, so technically I've got less now. What's this one? They pour their resin in molds. Not true. Many of the... Oh, not this argument. Alright, so... This guy goes, they pour their resin in molds. This one says, not true. Many of their molds have build lines that only comes from 3D printers. I have to pop in. Those lines come from master mold that was printed. Then you make mold from this master mold, and then you pour resin in the mold. So they are selling master models because there are lots of people who own forgeable models that have build lines. They make originals on a 3D printer, then make silicone molds, then pour polyurethane resin. I just don't see the point in that one, man. That's the worst. Just the worst. I felt sick reading it. Alright, what's this? My character comes from a happy family he deeply cares for. The DM. You have the right to a tragic backstory. If you don't have a tragic backstory, one will be provided for you. It's got to be entertaining for the DM, right? You served my father in the Clone Wars. Visible confusion. Why does she think I served Anakin? Oh, right. Bail Organa. Bill, that was a bad one. Even for you. If it's called The Art of War, why are there drawings? Right? Oh, man. Seriously, like, just a sketch would help. The following story has been translated for American audiences. It was originally told in British. Alright, Mr. Fish, hold on to your pants. Hi, could you give me an... actually, I gotta put on my American accent. Hi, could you give me an elevator? I got an apartment. Yeah, and all the paint is French fried. Right. Now the English version. Hi, could you give me a lift? I got a flat. Yeah, and all the paint's been chipped. There you go. There you go. Translated for you. Back again. Booyah. Can't get lost in translation there. See, I got your back, Fish. Got your back. Me. You minding your own business. Me giving you a shitty meme. Exactly, Bill. Thank you very much. I wasn't expecting that. That was. Were they trying to break it? I don't know. Why was he running through the fire? There's just too many questions. All right, moving on. The clues were always there. Oh my god. Alright, I'm good. Alright, let's move on from that. Yeah. You know what this place needs? Giant fucking triangles. That's what. And you know what? They built many of them. Snorting Viagra wasn't the right choice, but it wasn't the wrong choice. That's just so wrong. Maybe a limbo party wasn't our best idea. Those poor turtles. Lord Captain Janius or Janius? I'll say Janius Lucas Picardio and crew of the Rogue Traeger starship, a most profitable enterprise. I can't bloody speak. I do like the fact that it just works. Worf as an orc, Data as the Necron, like, even with the haircut. Perfect. Rolf, the only time the Aussies don't want their ashes back. Oh god, that's terrible. Doctors are warning people not to put frozen potato. Why would you do that? Why would you put anything frozen inside you? Potatoes, boil them, mash them, stick them in my ass. I can't finish it. No, because now I'm going to hear it. I'm going to hear it now. I'm just going to... I can't even look at the screen. Because now I've got that song in my head. I have that song in my head. And... you know, boil and mash them, stick them in my ass. Stick them in my ass. Boil and mash them. Oh my god, move on. Oh dear. Was on the BBC today talking about the gift guide, and the host said the self-heating mug was very controversial because he believes if you let your tea cool to an undrinkable temperature, you should have to live with it, which is, to be fair, the most British thing I've ever heard. Too right. If you allowed your tea to turn into bin juice, you either drink it or you toss it. And that's it. You don't get any second chances. You don't get to reheat it. Like, tea that is prolonged heated and it has milk in it is rank. You ever had it in a thermos with the milk in it? It's just horrible. Like, with coffee, it kind of works still, because the coffee flavour is stronger than the milk flavour. But it don't work for the tea. Why is Crusher a towel? Who knows, man? Who knows? Maybe there's something fishy about her. Alright. Let me in. Why? So I can save you. From what? From what I'm about to do if you don't let me in. That's fair enough. He sure did drink a lot of tequila. I wonder if he knows he left the baby in the backyard. Oof. Oh, here we go. Sorry, just dumping a few memes in there at last minute. Thank you very much. And it says, why do you call your horse Mayo? He's not even a white horse. Mayo. Nay. Oh, I don't know why I read that one. That was just painful. I was having a thing with a German girlfriend last night, and for some reason she kept yelling her age. Oh my god. That is so... Oh my god. That is so bad. Oh god. You just went from a really bad one to fucking... I think we all know the number. Oh my god. That's just... Oh dear. Oh, force grip. Oh, that's just the ultimate ouchies, right? What we got here? Aliens versus Predator. Oh man, I haven't seen that one in years. That's spot on. Stationary props right there, you know. Bang on. I can't look at... I can't even think about the potato. What the German... Oh my goodness. Oh my god, that's just... that's the worst. Oh no, it's... Oh, calm yourself. Bring it back in. Breath goes in. Breathe it out. Okay. I think I'm... No, I still see. I still see. Okay. Whew. All right. Ah, it's on the wrong camera. There we go. Oh my god. Apparently Disney have an AVP series in the bag but refuse to release it. Maybe they're just waiting for the right time. Who knows? Or maybe it's because their last Predator movie didn't do so well. You know? Oh my days. Right. Let me know in the chat what your favourite meme was. And for those who are watching post live stream, let us know in the description. Let us know in the comments your favourite meme. And yeah, your opinions on the Warhammer Skulls event, on the sticker thing. I mean, was it even a thing? I don't know. It shouldn't have been. Who cares? Life's too short. It wasn't really good. It was okay. It was okay. I guess I'm a bit more cynical. No, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna make any allowances. I'm not more cynical about movies because I'm getting older. Because there are some, like, some people have called some movies bad, and I've said actually they were good, and some people say that some were good, and I say, you know, yeah, that is true. They are good, and then there are going to be times where people say, hey, this was good, and I say, no, that's just bad. So, yeah, it's all opinion, really, isn't it? Just like arseholes, everyone's got one. Andrew, get out. It was better than the previous 3. It can't be better than the original Predator. Can't be. Cannot beat the original Predator. No way. Anyways, I'm gonna cut it short. I know. Mass hysteria. It's been such a long day, and I'm absolutely knackered, and I've got the longest day tomorrow. No rest whatsoever. Up early, out early, lots of lugging, carrying, clearing. One day I'll have a day off, an actual day off. One day. Anyway, until then, I think I have one last bicky. Chocolate hobnobs, man. Banging. And I'll bid you adieu. But I do want to say massive thank you to all of those who support the channel. These lovely people. And say that there are 2 AVP movies, then the Predators movie after Predator 2. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Fair enough, Bill. Fair enough. Alright. Big thanks to Lupus Canis, Gina, Scuba Pears, Normski. He's never going to get removed from that list. He's always going to be there. Just, you know, just for the memories. Gunstar Hero as well. And then buy me a coffee. Got David, Young, Zero Honor, Gunstar Hero, Gina again, and Wayland's Wondering. Don't forget Patreon as well. It's an option. It's there. You get the same tiers and the same benefits as the other 2. The only difference is the YouTube one gets the badge and the emojis in the chat. That's it. All those awesome affiliate links in the description below. And don't forget to join our Discord. It's free. Go for it. If not, find us on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. I'm going to post these links here. Discord and social. There we go. And all the links are there for you. And yeah, I haven't even got the music up, have I? Terrible. Yep, there we go. So big love, stay safe. Here's a chocolate finger for you. Peace. potato, boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em up my ass.